Oh man, jeez, it is jumping. You guys are early into the chat. Welcome back, everybody. It is the 13th day of the Hot Buttery Rolls Whiskey Show Advent Extravaganza. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I was in the struggle bus all day. I talked to primetime Michael Klein a little bit earlier today, and he said, "Man, I just don't think I'm going to be able to go stream this evening." And I said, "I totally understand that, brother. I don't know if I'm going to be able to either, but you know what? I made a commitment, and here I am. So we live, baby. What's up, Tim Evans, Cheech Artolino? Hot Buttery Rolls is in the chat. Hey, what's up, me? Mike Franklin, hello. Kilco, what's up, brother? John T, Tom Flanagan, Lone Wanderer 360, Jared O'Connor, Marcus, what's up, buddy? Nick Foles, come on. Yeah, lucky number 13. I'm looking forward to this one. Hope you guys like it. Sipping on some Remus I picked up yesterday in San Antonio. Nice. Mistakes were made last night. I don't know if mistakes were made, but hopefully a couple babies were, man. There was people were getting down. It was awesome. It was pretty lit. Yeah, that's definitely my hero. So I know you guys are going to be wondering. Just stand up and show it. Might as well. What's up, Trev Wilson? I'm glad you're here, baby. Glad you're here. So I'll be honest, I was drinking beer all day to settle my stomach because someone decided to drink Blanton's from a bottle and Stag Junior and a bunch of other barrel strength stuff. Actually, my set here is a mess. I'm glad you guys can't see this area because it's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, it's a bad deal. Trev Wilson, Clifford Cawthorn, what's up? Bourbon Beginnings, hello. Stanley Wagner Jr., what's up, you sexy beast? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Free Brittany, yes, hashtag Free Brittany. Dude, I don't know if you guys watch her Instagram like a hawk, like I do, but she's in a bind, guys. I'm worried about Brittany. I love her, and I want the best for her, and I don't think that's what she's getting right now. Anyways, back to our Sunday night. I'm starting off with another beer, guys. This is from a little brewery in Fort Worth, Texas, called Martin House. This is their Melted series, and this is a Rocky Road with waffle cone ice cream ale. It's very, very, very delicious, and I bought a case of it whenever it was released because it's a seasonal release, and it's almost all gone. So I'm perfectly timing this with my weight loss competition with ADHD whiskey. Dadgum. So it tastes like amaretto with dark chocolate. So like chocolate covered amaretto, a little bit of marshmallow, cream on the end. I'd tell you to go get some, but you can't. If you ever do see this or you can find it, frickin' buy some. It's freaking incredible. Damn it, that's good. Oh, man, Trev Wilson, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I should have gone live in Klein's stead. I didn't know he couldn't hang. Klein, he can hang, but sometimes he hangs too hard. And unlike Jeffrey Epstein, Klein hung himself last night by drinking all that George T. Stagg. I think he killed like a third or a half of a bottle of George T. Stagg. 6 to 8 ounces of GTS is too much. That's too much. It's too hot. Don't do it. Yikes. Yeah. Z-Man, she's my hero too. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. I'm locked in. Stay woke. It's disturbing. Yes. Yeah. Really, really weird, like help me eyes. It's weird. Us Texans drink all manner of delicious beers, Shiner being among them. You're not wrong. Lone Wanderer, Shinerbach is good beer, but Texas has much better beers to offer. Wild Turkey 101 and Michelob Ultra Draft for a palate cleanser. Fair enough. Please drink responsibly. Yeah. Yeah, I encourage everybody to drink responsibly for sure. Try to know your limits. Don't get yourself in a bind. Don't get hurt. I do have teenage and adult children, and so it's definitely one of those things you got to really you got to really watch yourself, right? One of my son's friends was leaving a party last night and got a DWI, and he's 18 years old. And so you can seriously limit your ability to do things by your alcohol consumption and the choices you make afterwards. So if you're going to drink, and if you're going to drink a fourth a bottle of George C. Stagg, it's good to do it in your basement, like Michael Klein. That is the most irresponsible drinking I can think of. So, yeah, don't time travel. Make sure you keep making memories. That's a little joke. I say that sometimes I recreationally time travel. So, got to be careful. Tom Flanagan blames himself for Klein's behavior. I think that there's a lot of people to blame, Tom. Not least of those being Michael Klein. So, yeah. What's up, Jeremy Riley? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Gary Franchi. What's up, buddy? Dadgum. All right, guys. That's just really good. And I'm going to stop drinking beer until I lose a bunch of weight so I can give Matt a run for his money. I have no doubt that he's going to beat me because he's driven. And if you've watched him do anything, you know he doesn't do anything half-ass. He is a whole-ass type of person. So Amy Baum is in the chat. Welcome, girl. Hope you still have that blue wrench next to your name. Oh, goodness. So anyways, I'm saying goodbye to beer today because tomorrow I'm going hopefully strict low carb, and I'm going to start doing some walking. So yeah, hopefully my legs can keep up. I do have postman calves. Those of you who have met me in person know that I'm very thick-legged. I'm like tree trunks down there. So yeah. What's up, Nick the Greek? Welcome to the chat. Gary friggin' Franchi. I like to think my live fast forward button is blissful sleep. Yeah. So the problem is whenever your brain goes to sleep, but your body's still all eye of the tiger, and your body's like, give me all the whiskeys, give me all the carbs. It's not good. Not good. So, guys, this bottle is a special bottle to me. I got this bottle from a regional club. I say regional. It's from the Metroplex, which is about 5 hours away. But I got really lucky on this bottle. I got this bottle from Angel's Beverage in Plano, Texas, and it's a 13-year-old single barrel selected for the Dallas-Fort Worth Whiskey Club. This is a straight bourbon whiskey. As I said, it's a single barrel. It is 104.7 proof, and there just weren't enough of these, okay? So this is 91 of 159, and it is 13-year-old MGP, unadulterated, hand-selected by a really good panel of whiskey barrel pickers in the DFWWC. DFWWC? Does that sound very Texan to you guys? Is that the most Texan thing you've heard all evening? Oh, man. I can already smell it. As soon as I'm off the cork, I can already smell it. So day 13 of the Whiskey Advent calendar, and I looked far and wide in my collection, and not a lot of whiskey makers have 13-year-old bourbons. I know that Widow Jane does a 13, and they have kind of a play on words on it. But I didn't see a lot of other ones. I do have I think one or two Bull Runs that have a 13-year total age, but it's a 12-year-old whiskey aged for another year in a Cabernet or a port barrel. So I don't know if that really counts. But anyways, this is my 13-year single barrel. I do have another 13-year single barrel. It is from the Brotherhood of Bourbon. It is a smoke wagon pick. And depending on how the evening goes, might get into that too. Not really sure yet. We'll just see. We'll just see. I don't want to get hurt. I've got a Monday ahead of me like some of you do, I'm sure. Oh, man. Z-Man, thank you so much. Z-Man says, hit the like button and subscribe. It's time for Chris to get monetized. Yeah, if somehow you've found yourself here and you're not subscribed, feel free to jump on that subscribe button. So we got 28 people in the chat, which is freaking bonkers. I'm so grateful for that. If you turn on your notifications and then go further into the notifications tab, you can click all. So that way, whenever my random ass decides to go live, you get a notification. So you're not just kind of like, this Chris guy, I always see him posting lives, but I have no idea when he's going live. Neither does he. He's crazy. Guy's out of hand. Man. Lone Water 360 says, I don't drink much beer because of heartburn. Have you tried the hard seltzer, 100 calories and 2 carbs? I have. I've drank an embarrassing amount of White Claw, and Truly lemonades are my favorite. So, yeah. Cheech, I love the Britney shirt too. So, yeah. I found the shirt at Target. It was on sale, and I bought it, and it's super comfortable. Oh, my gosh. So, this is just like the epitome of what good MGP should be. 13 years old, super oaky, leathery tobacco, vanilla, slightly burned brown sugar. So this isn't like warm brown sugar. This is actually to the point where it's like actually starting to char on the bottom of the pan. Motherfricka, that's delicious. Nick Foles says Wild Turkey 13. I don't have a Wild Turkey 13. So I'm also not aware of a Wild Turkey 13. I have a couple Wild Turkey 17s. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of those are 13 years or older. That'd be kind of cool. Jermaine Compton, gotta love that Joseph Magnus. Yes, I do. And I love Nancy Fraley. She's an amazing blender. I'm looking forward to their move. They're moving away from DC. Hopefully that'll help them to get more space for barrels and allow them to do more single barrel picks, because some of the best MGP single barrels are Joseph Magnus. Amy Baum, it is not finished. This is just a straight bourbon, which makes it unique because I have a couple of other Magnus single barrels and they are finished, and they're really good. But I really, really dig this one. I think that if they choose one to be a straight bourbon, it's a really special one for sure. Cheech says, thank God I work for myself. Yeah, man, I don't have that luxury. I work for a very nice man who has high expectations of me. And he will be calling me very bright and early from Houston tomorrow to make sure that I am on the ball. What's up, JG? What's up, Beard? Welcome to the chat. Kilko, push the button. Do it. Man. So Trev Wilson tried Wild Turkey 13 at the Bastards Ball. Also had 100 pours that night, so I simply don't remember it. It's a Japanese release. Okay, that makes sense. All right, well, I don't have any Japanese Wild Turkey. I kind of have some FOMO now, so thank you for that. God, this is good. It's got almost like a nice dusty flavor, like if you walked into an old library. Dadgum. I want to wear this as a cologne. Like literally, this would be, I think, I don't know, or at least if my truck always smelled like this, I'd be fine with that. Probably get pulled over a bunch. Nice. Lone Wonder 360 works nights this week, so you can sleep until noon tomorrow. That's perfect. That's great. I slept on Wild Turkey 13 when I was in Tokyo, and I really regret it. I regret it too, Beard. I kind of wish you had one. It'd be really cool to taste. Jermaine Compton's correct. The La Quinta was crazy those 2 nights. I have never seen so much whiskey in one place. It was like the Whiskey Crusaders brought their whole collection in a minivan and just blew it up everywhere. And everybody did that. I mean, it was like the most ridiculous bottle share. I tasted an Elmer T. Lee single barrel. I tasted like 43-year-old Scotch. I was drinking, 40-year-old Wild Turkey, 60-year-old Jim Beam, stuff like that. It was just ludicrous. Absolutely ridiculous. Thanks, JG. Appreciate you coming in. Cheers, buddy. Good night. All right, we're gonna go to the palate on that. All right, guys. So it's super rich. I'm getting coconut, chocolate, rich chocolate, like dark cacao. Mother fricker, this is delicious. What's up, Bourbon Thief? Bourbon Thief? So, all right, cool. Y'all hit up Skip. So Bourbon Thief, I just realized last night is my buddy Eric. So what's up, Eric? Glad to have you in the chat, man. Golly. So this Joseph Magnus 13, I would say that if I could, I got this bottle this year, so this has got to be in my top 5. It's got, well, top 10 at least. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to still try to put together a list for the end of the year, but I'm going to write it down that this is on my top because this is super special. Also, I can't spell Joseph to save my life. I always want to spell it Joesph. That's Joseph. That's not Joseph. That's Joseph. So, yeah. 60-year-old beam. Damn, did it taste like a charcoal briquette? It was in the 50s or 40 years old. I've got a couple of beam decanters from the 60s, and it has a really weird, interesting flavor. I think it's lead. Those are lead glass decanters, and you can't drink a lot at once, but you can get some really cool flavors on it. I remember one of ADHD fishing. I almost said Fisky because I was trying to say fishing and whiskey at the same time. So ADHD Fisky, one of his first videos I ever saw was him opening that damn decanter. And it was the fish decanter to try to get that dusty beam out. And that kind of really got me excited about drinking Dusties. And I've found a few. I've got a really kind of a small but nice collection of very high fill decanters. I'm pretty proud of them. How many smoke wagons are behind you? So I think I answered that the other night. Now I want to say I have 16. I have 10 of the private barrels, 2 Desert Jewels, and then their regular offerings. So that would be, I guess that'd be 15. 15 smoke wagons behind me. Smoke Wagon Sunday. Hashtag Smoke Wagon Sunday. Man, this is really good. And I'm just kidding. It's a weird dusty flavor. It does definitely have lead in it. I mean, for sure. But there's been a lot of research done, and as long as you don't drink only dusty decanters and you don't drink too much at once, you should be okay. Do I set off metal detectors? Sometimes. Am I worried about it? Probably. Am I going to stop? No, I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, man. So I'm getting a date note on this. Like I want to take it out on a date. No, I'm just kidding. Like a dried fruit. Definitely like the sweetness of the smell of prunes, but that dark richness too. Not the flavor of prunes. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't taste disgusting. But that sweet, like dried figs, dried dates. It's got that flavor. So damn, this is good. Real nice. It's real nice. Nick Foles says I might start glowing in the dark, but it's all good. Yeah, I might. I don't know. Turn out the lights and I glow to the extreme. I rock and rock like the Vandal. Yeah. So what are you guys drinking tonight? Are you guys drinking tonight? Do you guys watch any football today? Sunday? I'm doing really well in my fantasy game. I don't know if you guys play fantasy football, but I'm terrible at it. And this year, through the magic of auto draft, my team is just doing great. They've done a fantastic job. Most of my players haven't gotten COVID, so that's nice. But yeah, it was a good day for me fantasy wise. I'm in the highest bracket of the playoffs, so that was really neat for me. Mike Franklin's drinking Rare Breed Rye. That's a good one. That's a good one to end the week on for sure, or start your week on. I don't know how your views are. If you believe Sunday is the first day of the week, it's a good way to start your week. For me, Sunday is the end of the week and the end of the weekend, and that's a good nightcap for the end of it. Oh, awesome, Kyoko! I didn't get any notification, and I turned on my flipping notifications for you. So Kyoko did a stream earlier to compare 3 Maker's Mark styles. I will be watching that for sure. If you guys haven't subscribed to Kyoko, go check him out. Give his channel a like. I don't know, Trev or Amy, if you guys can link Kyoko's channel into the chat, that would be fantastic. Gee, just having some, probably my last pour of the night, but I've had a few, ending with a little bit of Old Forester 1910. That's a good whiskey. Sipping on some CBS Right Meow. So I'm going to guess that's something bourbon stout, Canadian barrel stout, CBS. Yeah. So I know that the KBS is Kentucky bourbon stout. I don't know what the CBS is. It was a good reason to drink lots of whiskey. Yes, for sure. Hmm. Winter whiskey was great. I'm guessing you're talking about the Old Riff winter whiskey. If that's what you're talking about, hell yeah. I feel like calling a whiskey unique is like when my mom says, bless their heart, they're just special. They're just, he's touched. He's one of the Lord's boys. Oh, man. Z-Man had a good day on fantasy. Good. That's awesome. Nick the Greek is drinking some rare breed. And if you're interested to know what Kilco compared, Basic Makers, Maker's Mark 101, and Maker's Cask Strength. I'm going to guess that the Maker's Mark 101 did well because it's not that low behind Maker's Cask Strength, and I've heard some really good stuff about it. NK 2010 Cask Rye. Nice. Man. Picks up a Maker's Mark with a little holiday sweater on it yesterday. I've always wanted to get some of those with like the little hats and then like find a way to strap them to my little dog's heads. They could be adorable. Man. That's really freaking good, guys. It's darker and richer. It definitely has more of an oaky flavor. And it's damn tasty. So, Amy tried to put the link in. Does anybody see it? Hopefully it works. We'll see. Okay, so Nick Voll says it is aged in maple syrup barrels. I remember seeing that at the store and it sounded ridiculous. So just buy it. God, this is good. Amy's drinking some Emerald Giant. Really like it. I love me some Redwood Empire. The Emerald Giant is actually what I used to make my Poor Man's 4-grain bottle. I haven't filled it yet because I still haven't found a recipe that I think is worthy of being a Poor Man's 4-grain. I really want to think about it and do a good wheat whiskey and a good high rye whiskey. Man, this is an experience, guys. I struggle because I want to explain what my mouth is experiencing, but I mean, the finish lasts. I mean, it's longer than a night in prison. It's incredible. It's richer than my ex-wife's husband. This is, I mean, it's man, prettier than the first sundress of springtime. Are any of these adjectives hitting home? You guys know what I'm talking about? Dadgum. Jason Busey's in the chat with some wisdom. Just for your information, a Russo pour in a bourbon trail glass is a lot more than in a Glencairn. At least it felt this way this morning. Dude, Jason Busey, the freaking legend, in my chat last night, showing the love, won a bottle of Peerless Bourbon. Congratulations. Thanks to Primetime Michael Klein, Destination Bourbon, for supplying that for the drawing. RIP to his Sunday night stream because of how good he was feeling, but it is what it is. Oh, golly. I reiterate, this would be a fantastic, fantastic cologne. Edward Fulmer, welcome to the chat. Also, I'm on that NorCal IPA, bloated AF. Should have stuck with bourbon. I started the morning off with the IPA, and I don't remember the name of it, regretfully. It was a Spindletap Brewery Switchfoot double IPA, and that sucker was not messing around. So it was a 9% beer. It was a pint and double hopped. It was great. But yes, I spent the next couple of hours just kind of watching television with my daughter and just enjoying the rumbling of my stomach. Aggressive. Eric says he's drinking Everclear to hopefully go blind, so I don't have to watch my sorry New York Giants. Man, I'm sorry, buddy. That does suck. Yep. Gary Franchi, damn, those were some high-quality analogies. You get what you pay for here at the Hot Buttery Rolls Whiskey Channel. It's got a very like a masculine, musky smell to it. It's really, really fantastic. Damn it. All right, guys, I am going to stand up, so feel free to drink as I do, because I am going to back-to-back that with the Brotherhood of Bourbon 13-year Smoke Wagon pick, because I would like to see which MGP is superior as a straight bourbon at 13 years. So hold on. What's up, Tito Dirk? Welcome to the chat, brother. All right, so Lagunitas, Nikasi, and Ghost Town Brewing are the IPAs that Edward Fulmer is drinking. Those are all solid, buddy. Pretty fantastic. I definitely switched over to, I got a, it was a s'more flavored Imperial Stout, and it was really good. And then I got into, I don't even remember what else I got into. It was I want to say it was a Coastal from Hot Butcher, and it was really, really good. You can skip me on those IPAs. I'd rather have a Hefeweizen. Yeah, Jason, I freaking love Hefeweizen, but you want to talk about some bloating? It will wreck me. It will. I mean, I'm already a big dude, but my stomach distends like crazy when I drink Hefs, for sure. It is delicious, and I love it, but I just can't drink very much of it. All right, so I'm going to take this drink. I'm going to try to remember it real hard so that way I can compare it. Damn, that's good. All right. This is not recommended, but I didn't bring any water in here. So I'm going to rinse my glass with this Rocky Road waffle cone ice cream beer. That's probably really stupid. All right, I'm just going to use another Glen. Smells really good, though. You ever nosed a beer in a Glencairn? I haven't. It's my first day. Damn it, it's good. Sooner Dead says, has anyone had Remus Repeal Reserve thoughts? Just wanted to check my thoughts against the crowd. ... That sounds pretty ominous, man. So I have Repeal Reserve, and I really enjoy it. I have a batch 2 of the Repeal Reserve, and I've had the batches 3 and 4. All of them have been really good. So I hope that you got a good one, buddy. Also known as Bubble Guts. Borbigimus. Borborigmus. Jeremy Riley, I'm reading what you wrote, buddy. Borborigmus. I like that. Yep. Jason Busey is doing day 13 on an advent calendar. Got the Amrut Portanova. Amrut's good whiskey. I like it. Like a depth charge in the GI tract. You're not wrong. Oh, I don't want to put Kilco in timeout. StreamYard. Kilco, if I put you in timeout, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't. Ghost Town from Oakland is killing it right now. I've heard they have really good stuff. So, yeah. Tito's trying to get his wife into IPAs, but she really loves her barrel-aged stouts. My wallet doesn't, though. Yeah, buddy, that's an expensive road to go down. So IPAs are expensive enough, but barrel-aged stouts, I mean, you're talking $8 to $15 to $20 a frickin' bottle, bruh. Yeah. I love to have an A barrel-aged stout or a imperial stout, but I got to switch over to something else lighter because it will wreck me in the mouth. I will say that the Glencairn substantially improves and enhances the flavor of melted Rocky Road ice cream with waffle cones. So if you get the chance, don't shy away from it. She likes the ones that are $30 to $40 usually. Figures, man. You got good taste in a woman. She's got good taste in beer. The only one suffering is your bank account. All right, guys, here we go. This is Smoke Wagon 13-year private barrel pick. This is the Bob Has Smoke Wagon. And I don't know if you guys can see that. It's Oregon Trail. Isn't that adorable? Yeah. It says health COVID-19. Actually, there's been a ton of members of the Bob with COVID-19. There's actually a couple of them that are working on it right now. So thoughts and prayers out to everybody that is dealing with or has dealt with COVID-19. I really hope that you and yours are safe and healthy through this holiday season, for sure. So immediately, it's lighter in the glass. I would say 2 shades lighter, but it etches into the sides of the glass much more aggressively than what the Joseph Magnus did. So, which stands to reason because it is 116.4 proof, 58.2 ABV. This is barrel 5902 from Warehouse WC Floor 3. So, those are all things that happened. So, immediately, this one's hotter on the nose. Not as much rich, dark flavors. It's got a lot more citrus, which I don't know what Vegas does to MGP to bring out that nice orange candy, orange zest flavor. But all of the Smoke Wagon that's of a significant age that comes out of Vegas, I guess all Smoke Wagon comes out of Vegas, but you know what I mean. All the MGP coming out of that bottler is really unique. It's very, very special. It's got that the warm brown sugar, but it also has a really nice citrus quality. Dadgum. They are pretty, Amy. I agree. The red medallion, the cross pistols, is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way these look. They just did an amazing job with the embossing on the glass and the seal and the labels. I mean, they're just fantastic. There's really, really a great job by Mr. Chipenick and his crew there at HC Distilling in Nevada. Edward Fulmer says, I need that Smoke Wagon uncut and filtered. It is the kitty's titties. Yeah, man, sure. Yeah. Yep. It sure is. So oily. Yeah. So it sure is. It's just like skeek, just sticks to the glass. Keith Schmidt asks, HBR, how many bottles do you have in your collection? So I was laughing about that with Whiskey Thief yesterday and our friends, because my wife asked me yesterday morning if I had cataloged my bourbon, because I was detailing some of the finds I'd had this last week and what the bottles were worth, because everybody knows whenever you get a bottle of whiskey, it's important to tell her what you paid and what it's worth on the secondary market, because it just sounds so much better. Also, pro tip, if your wife doesn't like you buying bourbon, follow the secondary market and show her what the bottles that you buy are worth on secondary as you show her the receipt of what you paid. It'll make you look like a damn superhero and an investment banker. So she asked me if I had them cataloged. I told her I didn't, and she was like, you're an idiot. So yesterday I sat down. I didn't sit down. I was all over the damn place. So in my house, I have 4 areas where I keep whiskey. I've got 2 cabinets in the kitchen. I've got a bar area, a formal bar area, and then I've got like an informal bar area that's also my bunker. And then I've got this area here that's my set. And then I've also got like a display case where I keep my unicorn corral and like my best dusties and stuff. So I had 199 bottles in the 2 kitchen cabinets, 144 bottles in the bar area, 132 bottles in the bunker bar area, and 160 bottles around the pool table. And that's just counting bottles that are 375 milliliters or above, because I've got a bunch of like some dusty 200 milliliters. Like I got an old Whiskey River and some old age-stated old Charter, and I've got dozens of these bottles. Old pre-fire Heaven Hill and stuff like that. But I didn't count those. But yeah, for my grand total, I have 635. And last night it almost became 634 because I almost killed a Blanton's. I did bring it again tonight just in case things get squirrely. But like I said, I got to get up early in the morning, so can't do any more bottle chugs, guys. Stop asking me to do it. God. I need a hot buttery rolls Glencairn. I need a hot buttery rolls Glencairn. So that's definitely in the cards. I'm gonna be making that happen. I also want to do a hot buttery rolls t-shirt and sweatshirt, and I want it to have my Barrelhead logo on the chest, and which is in the top corner of my apologies. Shut up. She's so bad. She's so naughty. This logo right here, I want that on the front, and on the back I wanted to say, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So to my real drinkers, holla. But yeah, so Trev says, dang, I wasn't going to pour anything else. Then don't, dude. Or do. It's up to you, buddy. Soonerdag picked up a Smoke Wagon small batch yesterday, too. Dadgummit. Smaller flavor bomb than the uncut and filtered, but fantastically delish. I agree, man. That's great. Tim Evans says, that just makes my wife say, sell him. So here's the deal on that. You can say, look, honey, from the beginning of COVID until now, the values on secondary have raised by an average of 10 to 25%. So really hate to miss that peak by getting rid of them now. Got you, buddy. Top shelf whiskey is for entertainment only, not for investment purposes. So it's only an investment if you plan to get rid of it. I don't see me getting rid of it. I don't want to. So keep your voice down though. Nick Foles has HFS. Yeah, buddy, I agree. Gary Frenchy says, I feel like a piker in comparison. So is a piker like a pikey? I only know that term from the movie Snatch. So the fucking pikey. Get that smoke, homie. Come on. 634, that's it? No, it's 635. I just said that. That's only 600 more than me. Oh, man. Sorry, buddy. Do it. We need a bottle collection video after hearing that. Yeah. So one of the things I'm trying to do is save up for a cabinet that's going to go on this wall behind me. And it's going to be 10 feet tall and 11 feet wide. And it's got all these different pockets and shelves and stuff. It's perfectly set up for a whiskey cabinet. So the only problem is it costs $5,000 and I spend all my money on whiskey. So it's kind of hard, but yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Austin. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, Lone Wanderer 360 says, it's really hard not to join in with a pour, but I drank 3 days worth of whiskey last night. I get it. I totally get it. This Portonova is pretty darn interesting. It's got enough barrel spice to balance the sweet of the port really well. Nice. And that is I want to say that's is that Emirate is an Indian whiskey? So that's really cool, man. I dig the Emirate and the Paul John. Both of them are really good. Jay Pitts in the chat. What's up, Josh? Dude, I was going to call you today, but I spent 90% of it in my boxers watching football. And it's actually not true. I watched a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine with my daughter, and I also watched some embarrassing teenage girl melodrama TV. So, but it was a good day with my daughter, and I wouldn't take it back. So, Jason Busey says, 43 watching, 24 likes. Don't forget to smash that motherfucking like button. That's what the kids say, right? That's what they say. Do you know what Nemesis means? Love the movie Snatch. Protection for what, Tommy? The Germans. Oh, man. So as this smoke wagon opens up in the glass, which I suspected it would do because it does, smoke wagon, all private barrels come out a little spicy. They're definitely ethanol forward until they have a minute to breathe. So I will say it still has that beautiful, beautiful light citrus note, but it does have a really good matchstick flavor to it. So if you guys are new to the chat, which there's 45 people in the chat, which is freaking amazing, I am drinking a Smoke Wagon 13-year-old private barrel in order to compare it with a Joseph Magnus 13-year private barrel. So it's another MGP day. What can I say? I'm a huge MGP slut. Josh knows. That's what matters. Time with the fam. Yeah, dude. And I also feel bad because you went live streaming with me several nights this week, and I know you got kids too. Yep. Austin Phelps has been sipping some Dusty Turkey. That sounds amazing. Tim Evans, did you get your Rhetoric 23 and the other samples in the mail? Did you? That sounds amazing. Good dude, Keith. Marcus says we need to have a whiskey cabinet move-in day. Make sure that the right bottles go next to the right bottles, selectively testing them one by one. I think that's important, dude. It's crucial. You want to make sure you put in the work. You don't want to just, half-ass something like that. We whole-ass everything over here at the Hot Buttery Rolls bar. Jeremy Riley says, I think we're all suckers for watching dumb shit that our kids like. I agree, buddy. I agree. Okay, I'm going to go into the palate. I can't wait anymore. Here we go, guys. Cheers. It is night and day difference. So these are both MGP high rye bourbons. They're both aged for 13 years, and they're both single barrels. This one is nice and light, and it has a light oaky note, but it's got a really beautiful brown sugar, but not a burnt brown sugar. It doesn't have any trace of those dried red fruits. It doesn't have like the prune, date, fig notes. It does have a really nice burned oak flavor, vanilla, and then it's got a orange zest, not like an orange zest on your glass, but like if someone got an orange zest on their glass across the bar, if the bartender was making a drink and you could, the orange is being zested and you can smell it, you get the essence of the orange. It's that kind of orange zest. So it's pretty freaking good. Tim Evans put my Patreon in the chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. All the Patreon funds go to support my whiskey cabinet dream. Just kidding. I just made that up, but it's probably true. It's actually a great idea. So yeah, might have to figure out a way to, if somebody makes a donation to the channel, put a name plaque on the whiskey cabinet, and that'd be kind of cool. All right, Edward Fulmer says, I like E.H. Taylor small batch, and I like E.H. Taylor single barrel is amazing. How is the rye? I never see it here in California. Well, I love the rye. It's a barely legal, it's on the barely legal rye side, which means it's a super low rye content, just above 51%. It's very, very easy to drink. It's very well-rounded. And to me, it's like Pikesville, where if I open a bottle of that, I'm going to drink 20% of that bottle. Like every time I open it, you don't open it until you're ready to put a bunch of it down. So it's really freaking good. So what's the story on them sausages? 5 minutes Turkish. It was 2 minutes. It was 5 minutes 2 minutes ago. 5 minutes Turkish. What's up, Kevin Campbell? Welcome to the chat. Dude, you lurk away. You lurk away, man. I'm just glad you're here. Appreciate it. If you're here, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more quality Hot Buttery Rolls content. Thank you, Amy. You the best. If I throw you a bone, I don't want to know whether or not it tastes good. Yeah. Guys, the quotes from Snatch are just quality. I freaking love it. Jason Busey, that's the one I quoted a minute ago. Who are you afraid of, Tommy? It's the Germans. Am I the only one in here that isn't a wrench? It could be. I can't see whose wrenches are not, and I can't add wrenches from StreamYard. So, yeah, you might be, dude. You might be. Have you gotten any epic bottles this holiday hunting season? The fans want to know. Eric, I have. I have a really good friend that sent me 2 Smoke Wagon private barrels, and that same friend also sent me a Joseph Magnus cigar blend. So I won't say who it is, but he's really handsome, and he smells of rich mahogany and unicorn tears. He's a freaking great guy. But yeah, no, actually also I got a Thomas H. Handy and some other things. It'll all come out. It'll all come out. I'm gonna do a reveal of my 2020 bourbon hunting. It'll be hopefully it'll be cool. I don't want it to be like a weird thing, but I want it to be awesome. I got a buddy that got literally every single bottle in the Beats Hat collection, and I would love to figure out a way to do a sample of the Eagle Rare 17 and the Saz 18 because I've never had either of those. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. So we're just basically quoting Snatch this time. This is great. I love it. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels was great too. Call him Boris the Bullet Dodger. That's not. I don't think that's the same one. It's maybe it is. Jason Busey, you didn't send me stuff, buddy. Although you did contribute heavily last night to my my Venmo, and that was greatly appreciated. I woke up this morning and I was like, "Did that happen? Did that just freaking happen?" Like it was the best YouTube night of my life. It was so many people in the chat, and Klein hooked it up on some samples and a bottle, and I sent some samples. I'm going to send some samples out tomorrow, and it's going to be freaking awesome. Like it was amazing. So I need to do more of that. I need to give away more stuff. So I didn't prepare, and I don't. I need to look at what I have to give away. So won't be tonight, but keep watching because that went really freaking good. Also, whenever I get monetized, it'll be way easier to keep up with the super chats. I don't want to break Amy and Trev with the keeping up with all that stuff through Venmo and PayPal because it was a little aggressive. Dadgum. That's really good. Yeah, Bourbon Thief sounds like an amazing guy that you speak of. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. Helped me out big time. The hunting in North Carolina has been terrible lately, not seeing anything. So North Carolina is a control state, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that sucks, man. Edward Fulmer, my last name in German is Volmar, which is way more metal than the stupid Americanized version. I get it, buddy. My grandfather was born Vinneberg, and he was killed in a construction accident. And that was my great grandfather, and my grandfather was adopted by a man named Britton. So that's why my last name's Britton, which I love my last name. Very proud of it. Got it tattooed in no less than 2 places on my body. But you know, Vinneborg, I mean, that's like old country come on from the fatherland. In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again. Man, this is good. And that's why you have the cape. This is great. All right, guys, so we'll get into this a little more. It's just lighter. It's lighter, sweeter. It doesn't have those super deep masculine overtones the way that the Joseph does. I can't pick a favorite. It's like picking between two children. I mean, these are 2 of my favorite whiskeys. 2 of my top, like I said, 2 of my top 10 of 635. So that puts them in some rarefied air. I will say, if I had an unlimited supply of both, I would probably choose a Smoke Wagon because I would drink a lot more of it. The Joseph Magnus has a quality about it that makes it difficult to drink quickly. It's one that you're going to sit and chew on and chew on and chew on. And that's something I noticed with not just that single barrel pick, but also their cigar blends. It's not a whiskey that you sit down and take lightly. It's not one that you have in your glass while you're entertaining friends or talking to, 41 people on the internet. It's one that you just want to sit there and chew on and think about and really go through and examine the nose, examine the palate. It's exceptional. It's really exceptional. The Smoke Wagon pick is also exceptional, but it's one that you can drink and then you're like, God, that's really good. But then, kind of keep going on about what you're doing. It doesn't have nearly so much depth or multifaceted notes. This one is like, oh, it's sweet. Oh, it's spicy. Oh, it's got that orange. And then you're just like, damn, that was nice. Let's do that again. So I think as a sipping whiskey, as a whiskey that's an event, I would choose the Joseph Magnus. As a whiskey that I could just put down and crush, just an infinitely crushable whiskey, I'm going to go Smoke Wagon. So there you go. Ah, thanks, Trev. So Trev says, no task is too big for me, my friend. That's much appreciated. I know. And I've watched you do it for months and months, man. You're a freaking amazing guy. Beard says, last winter, the old Granddad 114 high rye goodness tasted like Christmas. I'm trying it now that it's cold again, and I'm mostly getting bean peanuts. Weird how the palate changes. Yeah, man. So it's kind of funny. Like, I do the same thing. I'll go to a whiskey that I'm like, God, this was really good. And I really enjoyed picking it apart. And it was, there was something, just a little je ne sais quoi about this whiskey. And now that you kind of sharpened and honed your tasting skills, you're just like, oh, honey roasted peanuts, light grainy note, medium finish. Okay. All right, cool. This is good whiskey, but it's not like the mind-blowingly delicious whiskey explosion that I thought I had last year. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, right? You can certainly grow and progress and mature, and yeah, it's really, really interesting. It's funny. My experience with whiskey stems very directly from my mom's experience with wine. My mom's a sommelier, and it's funny because whenever she started in wine, she was drinking wine that came with a screw top and a large bottle with a handle. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can drink all the Lambrusco you want. You can drink Franzia from a box. You can slap the bag. She wasn't doing that, but that's what I did with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can enjoy that. But as you progress, her palate got so discerning that she can still go back and taste that stuff, but she recognizes it for what it is as an entry level, low quality wine. But you kind of go towards like and something I've noticed with whiskey enthusiasts as well, you go towards like a punishing level, like the cask proof or the cask strength, barrel proof masochists, like I am myself. I love drinking lighter fluid. So not lighter fluid, but you know what I mean. So does it take more spank to get you there? Maybe. Oh man. This is really freaking good. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to Trev as well. Trev, put your shit in the chat, bro. Put your link in the chat. Do it, man. I want to drink more, but I also want to be able to drive to work in the morning, and the job pays for my whiskey. I totally get that, Jason. And I'm going to probably shut down here. I'm going to make this an hour-long stream, guys. So we're going to shut down in 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And, it's been a great night. I'm really grateful that y'all were all here. There's still 38 freaking people in the chat. And I hate to shut down early, but I, too, have to be up and get myself to work as well. And I have to get my gorgeous freshman daughter to her powerlifting. No, I don't. My daughter's on Christmas vacation. Yes. Daddy gets to sleep in for an extra hour. That's a good thing to realize. Oh my gosh. Trev Wilson doesn't plug his own channel. All right. Well, Jason Busey will. Thanks, Jason. You are the man. Thank you so much. Bulletalica. I never knew that was the channel name. That's awesome, man. Oh, all right, guys. So, all right, I stand by it. I will say, if I was going to drink a lot of it, I would choose the Smoke Wagon for sure. And if I was going to have something that I was going to sit alone and be introspective and contemplative, like the hypothetical mahogany library, I'd go with the Joseph Magnus. What's up, Chris Buzalencia? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Do we go Monty Python? Are we talking about swallows? Man. Guys, I don't know if you know this about me, but I freaking love whiskey. And tonight was a great night. Fantastic night for two different fantastic whiskeys. Lucky number 13. And also, we made it, guys. We're almost to 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be the 14th. It'll be 2 solid weeks of the Hot Buttery Rolls Advent Challenge, Advent Extravaganza. So it's been a lot of fun. Jason Busey, good night, buddy. Glad you're here. Yeah, Trev, I changed mine. Mine was actually my old email address beginning, so I changed it, and it's now C/Hot Buttery Rolls. But yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. Cheers, Chris. Yeah, so Amy, yes, we were gonna set up a blind with Trev. I'm gonna be honest, I got pretty housed that night too, and so I would love to do a blind with Trev. Trev, do you know if somebody already sending us that? If they aren't, can Amy do that? And why is the answer yes? 100% yes. Absolutely, you can do that, Amy. We would love that for sure. Everybody love everybody. Yes. Yep. That's me, silly. Oh, Tim Evans. Yeah. I talked to you in my Patreon earlier, buddy. I'm an idiot, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. But yes, Amy, you can absolutely send one as well. And we can do Tim's, and then we can do yours, and it'll be freaking awesome. Box and shipping tomorrow. Dude, you're a legend. This is great. Also, I love the trend of calling people that are amazing patrons and supporters of whiskey tubers legends, because you guys are. Like, when this time is written about on whatever tablets, digital or imaginary of the future, there's going to be a lot of references to the legends of the whiskey community. So cheers to all you legends that support us and allow us to be silly and drink whiskey on a Sunday night in a Britney Spears shirt. And guys, y'all are the best. It's the most supportive community in the world. So, man, Marcus is out too. Yeah. Trev says, thank goodness Tim is here, because my answer was going to be, honestly, I have no idea, because I was also sauced. Yeah, buddy. You can get lost in the sauce. SAWSE. Man. All right, guys. So I've got just that much whiskey left. With that, I'm going to toast you all good night. Happy Sunday. I hope the week ahead of you is great and prosperous for you. And I will see y'all back here tomorrow evening whenever I go live for day 14. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like and subscribe, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.